Hello, my loves. I hope you guys are doing well. Welcome into this reading for the full moon in Gemini. This reading is guidance for December 11th through December 18th, which is when the full moon in Gemini will occur. We are going to be diving in just a few moments here, just a little bit of announcements and invitation for those of you who are new. So if you are new, hello, welcome in. I'm so excited that you are here. Thank you for being here. For those of you who are not new, welcome back. Thanks so much for your support. So those of you who are new, we're going to be tapping into the spiritual tools of the cards here, and we're going to be gaining guidance for your life for this week. This guidance is always my intention to be for your highest good and the highest good of all, as well as the intention of helping guide you back to the wise, instinctive knowing within yourself. So these are spiritual tools. They can help us get back to our own internal knowing, but the whole point of doing anything spiritually is to really help to awaken your own understanding, your own knowledge, your own power, your own intuition within, balancing the relationship, supporting, strengthening the relationship within yourself, with yourself. That's always my goal here too. Eventually I hope that you don't need my guidance and these tools, but they are very useful as you are getting to know yourself and getting to strengthen that inner knowing muscle. I still use these tools all the time, even though my connection with my inner guidance is growing steadily as I use these tools and support myself in my own personal practice. So what we're going to do here is we're going to tap into guidance based on your sun sign. So that's the sign that most people know astrologically is their sun sign. It's the common one that people will say, like, I'm this sign, I'm that sign. That's your sun sign. That's where the sun was when you were born. But you also have a sign for every planet and for other aspects of your chart. So you can also cross-reference your moon sign, which is where the moon was when you were born, that rules over your emotions. And for this reading, you can also watch for the guidance for your ascending or your rising sign. I like to think of that as the earth sign. That's where what was on the horizon of the earth from the vantage point of where you were born at the time you were born. So you can cross-reference those signs. You can also watch for guidance for people that you love, people that you know, people that are in your life. You can listen to what's coming through for them and kind of get a sneak peek into what's going on energetically for the people that you know in your space. So it's called cross-watching, and you can certainly do that for anyone in your space. My intention is that this supports you and your highest good and the highest good of all. So if there's something that you're looking for receiving support with in somebody else in your life, you can go to that reading with that intention, this reading with that intention. If you do not know your signs, I have a tutorial video in the description. You can watch that video. It's only 5 minutes long, and it'll take you through the steps that you need to go through to find it, or you can just go to cafeastrology.com and enter in your birth chart information in the free chart section. One last thing to talk about, I have released the solar readings for the solar month of Sagittarius. This is guidance for the entire month of Sagittarius. It goes until the 21st of December, and then we will be rolling out the solar month of Capricorn, which takes us into the new year and into another Mercury retrograde. So we will be talking about that in my paid service, which is only $11.11 a month. I really want to make sure that this guidance is accessible to anyone who really wants to tune into it and who is interested in it. So please consider signing up for that service. Those readings are based on where the current solar sign shows up in your chart. So right now we're in the season of Sagittarius. You'd want to go through the tutorial I made on finding your signs, and which is really quick. It sounds like a lot of work. It's really not, I promise. And you'll look at where Sagittarius shows up in your chart. For me, I have 4 planets in Sagittarius. My Sun, Mercury, Saturn, and Uranus are all in Sagittarius. So this month I had 4 different readings. But even if you have no Sagittarius in your chart, there's one reading for you. You're guaranteed one reading a month, and they're about 25 to 30 minutes long. Lots of guidance to help you in your life, on your own journey, and your own personal path. So there's no particular spiritual belief that you have to have for this reading to work for you. If you work with God, that's perfect. If you work with a goddess, that's fine. If you work with your ancestors, lovely. If you like to work with the fairies and the star families, welcome in. It works regardless of the spiritual understanding that you have and the spiritual person, entity, energy that you go to outside of yourself for guidance, you get to interact with that energy and call that energy into this space and have your own personal experience. As I was talking about before, I want this to help guide you back to your own knowing. So as I show you the cards and we talk about the energies in play, I'm always encouraging you to have your own experience, to listen to what your inner dialogue is, to listen to the insights and feelings and inspirations and notice the sensations that you may have coming up for you as I'm tapping into the guidance for you. I always recommend watching readings with a journal on hand and pausing when you want to in order to really get time to write down what is coming through for you. That's going to give you the most value from this, but you can certainly watch this in any way that feels supportive to you. Thank you guys so much for sitting through all of that introductory stuff. And I am going to call in the elements. This is my own sacred practice that I like to do before I do a reading. You are invited to do whatever you want to do at this time to set an intention for this reading. You can talk to God, Goddess, angels, guardians, ancestors, fairies, spirit guides, star family. That is not ours to be holding right now. We thank the direction of the north and the earth signs of the zodiac, the Tauruses, the Virgos, and the Capricorns. Last but not least, we honor and activate the element of water. Water rules over our emotions, our memory, and helps us flow through life. So I invite us to be able to understand our emotions, our memories, and to get guidance that will help us flow easily through our life this week. And we honor the direction of the west and the water signs of the zodiac, the Cancers, the Scorpios, and the Pisces. So let's talk about this full moon in Gemini. So the full moon phase is happening in Gemini. Gemini is an air sign, and Gemini is the sign of the first expression of air. So this is like a breath of fresh air for us, and the card that came through in our solar readings, because we do lunar readings in our solar readings, we get like a lunar overview when we do our solar readings. The card that came up to represent this full moon in Gemini was the Page of Fire. So that's a messenger of passion, a new endeavor, fresh creativity, and mischievous energy and flirtatious energy. That's the energy of this week, of this moon phase for us. And we're really going to be getting clarity here on this new endeavor aspect of this card. So I'm going to be drawing a general card from the Modern Mystic Tarot by Crystal Dawn Doty. That's where the Page of Fire is from. She is such an amazing spirit. She made this modern version of the tarot deck, and I just absolutely love it. I've been watching her for years. She's so awesome. She does readings as well. Support her if you feel called. And then we're going to be getting clarity with my brand new deck that I just got, that I just did a unveiling pack video for. This is the Super Attractor deck by Gabrielle Bernstein, and we are going to be getting you an affirmation to help you focus on this new endeavor. And we're going to be getting the energy of that new endeavor with the Modern Mystic Tarot. So this is how it's going to roll out. We're going to start with the first signs of the zodiac. You are a first sign of the zodiac if you are an Aries, a Taurus, a Gemini, or a Cancer. Then we'll be moving on to the full signs of the zodiac. You are a full sign if you are a Leo, a Virgo, a Libra, or a Scorpio. And then we will finish the reading with the final signs of the zodiac, which are the Sagittarians, the Capricorns, the Aquarians, and the Pisces. So you can scroll through and fast forward to the part of the reading that involves your sign if you want to, or just stay along for the ride with me. All right, let's get the energy of this new endeavor for the first signs of the zodiac. Let's see what we have here for the first signs. There's our card. All right, let's move our little page over here and see what we got. Okay. So the energy of this new endeavor for you, my first signs of the zodiac, is the energy of the Hermit. This is withdrawal, detachment, self-development, and inner healing. The word self-development is really standing out to me here. This really feels like it's a new endeavor when it comes to your self-development, when it comes to your own personal journey and your own personal growth. and it feels like that's what we're breathing a breath of fresh life into. So it's a beautiful time to do that, right? The solstice is coming up. That's kind of like the solstice is a new year, right? We have so many new years to celebrate as we go through the seasons, but the new year of the solstice is coming up. It's like the turning of the sun, where it's like the darkest day and then the sun returns. So like that's like a new energy, a new year. So that's kind of, it's always a great time to do, inner work and develop yourself. That's really all I have to say about that card. I'm going to get clarity for each of these signs with the Super Attractor. Let's see what your affirmations are. That's the affirmation for Aries. Let's see what the affirmation for Taurus is. Right there. The affirmation for the Geminis and the affirmation for the Cancers. Love it. Okay. I'm going to move the Hermit card right here as we find out what the affirmation for Aries is. Aries, here's your affirmation as you go in and you detach a little bit from the outside world this week and you start to work on your own self-development and kind of breathe a fresh breath of life into your own development. Here is your affirmation to help you do that. When I am grateful for what I have, I can feel good along the way to what I desire. Wow. So it really feels, Aries, like there's this energy of being grateful for where you are as you are looking to develop yourself, not focusing so much on where it is that you want to go with your self-development, but just being grateful for how much you've developed yourself up to this point. Really allowing your body to feel that gratitude all the way through it. And as you do that, you can know that that feeling good will help guide you along your own journey of self-development. And just, being grateful for what you have helps you get into that framework of mind where you're feeling good, and when you're feeling good, it's easier to flow through life. It's easier to move your energy through life, and it's easier to attain what you desire because you're not in resistance to it. If you're sitting there from the point of where you are and you're wishing you were more developed than you were, then you're kind of in resistance to your own development because you're feeling you're feeling blocked to this development, right? You're feeling resistant. You're like, oh, I wish I was there. There's this energy of resistance. And so when you just add a little a little scotch, I guess was the word I was using, or dose, scotch of gratitude, you're really allowing yourself to feel the energy of where it is that you're trying to go to, which is to be even more grateful for your own self-development. Oh, I love this. I love the energy of this card. I do recommend writing down these affirmations and reading them this week just to help guide you, but that's up to you. Okay, let's see what the Taurus has got. Taurus, here you are. So as you go in and you work on your self-development, your affirmation is true manifestation is about receiving what is of the highest good for all. Wow. So it does feel, Taurus, like your self-development is your ability to manifest. And it's this card and affirmation is a reminder that the highest good is the true goal of any manifestation. And so as you're developing yourself and your own manifestation abilities, really remembering that it's not just about you. It's not just about the ego. It's not just about getting, the physical manifestations that'll make you, your ego really happy and proud and feeling all full of itself, right? It's more about using your self-development and developing your manifestation abilities in order to serve the highest good. When you add that highest good aspect into it, you allow the scope of what it is that you're manifesting to expand, and as you bring more people in and wish that they too will benefit from this manifestation that you're doing, your ability to manifest and the universe's co-creative ability, and again, when I say universe, that could be whatever energy you work with outside of yourself that you feel you're co-creating life with, this is the energy with which you're working with, and when you focus on using your manifestation powers for the highest good, that's really going to support you. And if you don't know anything about manifesting, this is a perfect time for you to learn, Taurus. You're breathing a breath of fresh life into something new, and this self-development really feels for you like it's about manifestation. And just knowing that true manifestation is about receiving what is for the highest good of all will really help you. But manifestation is about holding an intention, holding a feeling, holding an awareness and a state of being in your body, in the now moment, whatever now moment you choose and however long you want to extend that now moment for. That's manifestation. It's like holding a vibration and trusting that because you're holding that vibration, the energy of what it is that you're holding will find you and be attracted to you in your life. So again, holding the vibration of it being for the highest good of all. Like perhaps that new car that you want really is for the highest good of all, however that is. Like maybe you're really using that car to drive around and do goods of service or whatever that could mean for you. Really expanding your scope of manifestation to include the collective and the collective good. Alrighty. Let's move on to the Geminis. Gemini, this is your quarter moon. Let's see what your affirmation is. Directing my focus onto what's thriving creates more of what I want. Okay, so for you, Geminis, it's all about thriving. It's all about directing your focus onto what is already thriving. It's very similar to the Aries card here. And which kind of makes sense because like the page of air or page of fire is kind of like an Aries card. It's like that spark of something new. And this is your quarter moon, Gemini, so it makes sense that you guys have similar themes. Yeah, but it's that idea that as you focus on something, more of that something comes into your space and into your awareness. And I love the word thriving. I do feel that we are moving as a collective from survival to thrival. Even though I know thrival isn't a word, but I'm going to make it a word now. Surviving to thriving. And we are really celebrating that what is already thriving in our lives so that we can experience more thriving energy all around us. And that, I'm linking this back to the Hermit, right? Because as we go within, there's sometimes like this focus on what's not going well, this focus on what it is that we need to heal. Like the Hermit energy can kind of be this like deep brooding energy sometimes where we like, all right, it's time for me to withdraw and look at my shadow and do all this stuff. But it really feels, Gemini, for you this week, it's more about going within and like finding things to be excited about and just being excited about what is already working in your life and using that to develop yourself this week. Using that to light a spark in your life this week and to support you in your inner work, your self-development. It's actually more about like developing yourself to get into the habit of focusing on what's thriving. Like every morning when you wake up, like what is thriving right now in my life? What is thriving in my being right now? What is thriving in my social sphere or in my work sphere or in my emotional sphere or in my whatever it is, right? And as you focus on that and feel excited about that, you're allowing more of that energy to come through and you're developing yourself through this new focus, Gemini. Love it. Alrighty, last but not least, we have the Cancer card. So Cancer, here is your affirmation. When I make joy a priority, brilliant ideas will come naturally, support will surround me, and movements will form. This is a powerful affirmation, a powerful card for you. I love when the Cancers focus on joy. You guys are the first emotional sign of the zodiac, and you bring so much love and joy to your lives. Making it a priority is so, it feels so good for me to think of you guys doing that. and know that ideas will come naturally and you won't have to force. This deck is really supportive in bringing things to you without force. Like, we have this belief that something good has to take a lot of work to come to us. And I love this card because it's like, when I make joy a priority, when I fall into the easy feeling of what is joyful, and I make this a priority in my life, I choose to feel joy. I choose to do activities that allow me to feel joy. I choose to meditate on joy. I choose to go within in this Hermit energy this week and feel the joy bubbling up from within me and focus on it. Ideas will come naturally, and support will surround me, and movements will form. I love that phrase because, like, I don't even really understand what it means, and I like when I don't understand things because it's an opportunity to grow. Movements will form. It feels like there's like this momentum coming into being around your joy and helping you to like move mountains almost, so that you can experience more and more joy in your life. And it is going within a little bit. This week, the energy of this is like a new endeavor when it comes to your own self-development, and you're going within, and perhaps just focusing on joy, Cancers, is going to help bring this new idea that's really coming to you through this Hermit thing, and then going to take off after this moon cycle is through, after we like experience the fullness of this Gemini energy. Love it. I love it, I love it, I love it. Okay. All right, so that's the reading for the first signs of the zodiac. I'm going to reset here, and we're going to jump into the full signs of the zodiac. Remember that the full signs of the zodiac are, hold on. The full signs of the zodiac are the Aries, the Taurus, full signs of the zodiac are the Leos, the Virgos, the Libras, and the Scorpios. Sorry, I was distracted by that card falling. Aries, just one more thing for you because your card fell, if you're still watching. Even being grateful for the opportunity to be a hermit a little bit, the opportunity to withdraw and detach, can be really supportive for you, Aries, especially as a sign that loves to just like spark new life and always be moving and always be motivating and always be doing. This Hermit card can be a little bit of a challenge for your energy, so just being grateful for the opportunity to go within, to have a space where you can detach and withdraw and work on yourself. This week, it's just a week reading, right? Just being grateful for that opportunity is what I wanted to add there, because when the cards fall, I always like to honor that, and I repeated the word Aries when I was talking about the full signs, so that's what I took that to mean. Okay, so this is for the full signs of the zodiac, the Leos, the Virgos, the Libras, and Scorpios. Let's see what the energy of this new endeavor is for you guys. Ooh, I love it! The Sun card, yes! So this new endeavor, the energy of it is happiness, joy, confidence, bright ideas that lead to success, and optimism. Perfect. I love this so much for you guys. How fun is this card? The energy of it is so beautiful. It's just joyful and joyous. So this new endeavor really has this energy for you. It feels like you're a horse galloping through a field on a sunny day, right? It's really that vibration. So this week you're really going to experience some new endeavor that has this vibration for you. And let's see what affirmation can help support you in experiencing this sun energy. Okay. We're going to draw a card for the Leos. Let's draw a card for the Virgos. Where are my Virgos at? Here you are. Libra. Oh, Libra and Scorpio might have come out together. Is this top card Libra? Is this bottom card Scorpio? Yes, Leo and Scorpios came out together. Okay, let's find out what we have for Leos. When I connect to the spiritual realm, I open the door to receive guidance, clear direction, and great wisdom. Diving into different spirituality practices, but you can also just stay with what you know. However you connect to the spirit realm, if you don't have a way to do that, then this week is a great time to develop that. Anything that feels like the sun to you is a great connection and way to connect to the spiritual realm. I would actually say that that's kind of what I'm feeling here for you, my Leos, is that this connection to the spiritual realm has the feeling of the sun for you. It just brings happiness and joy and confidence, and you can feel bright ideas coming through in your connection. By connecting to the spiritual realm, you open the door to receive divine guidance, clear direction, and great wisdom, which again brings you back to the sun energy, this horse galloping through the field. Wow, I really love that for you, my beautiful Leos. Yeah, just an invitation for you to work with the spiritual realm this week. That's your new endeavor, and knowing that it's going to bring you divine guidance, you're going to receive clear direction in your life, and great wisdom is going to come through for you. How exciting, Leos. All right, let's see for the Virgos. Where are you guys at? Oh, I love this one. So this affirmation is for you, Virgo. I believe I'm worthy of feeling good. This is your sun. This is where your joy, your happiness, your confidence comes from, is reminding yourself that you are worthy of feeling good. And this is like, for any of those voices in your outer world that are telling you that you're not worthy of feeling good, or any of your voices in your head that are telling you you are not worthy of feeling good, this affirmation is to like cast them out and to say, no more. I believe I am worthy of feeling good, and you are going to be standing up to any energies and people and projects that make you feel like you're not worthy of this good feeling. You are worthy of the sun. You are absolutely worthy of feeling this happiness, this joy, this confidence, this amazing energy of the sun, and you're worthy of it, and your belief in your worth is going to help you to feel it, to claim it, to make changes in your life if they need to be made, so that you can enjoy it to its fullest, my beautiful Virgos. So just remember this week, I'm worthy of feeling good. I'd repeat that affirmation anytime you don't feel good. I do a little bit of inner work to say, okay, why am I feeling this way? Is it something that I'm telling myself? Is it an untruth that I get to unlearn this week? And is it keeping me from feeling like I'm running in the sun? And what can I do to change it? Is it simply just, I believe I'm worthy of feeling good, and all of a sudden that feeling bad goes away? Or does something else need to happen in order for you to claim that worth? That's the invitation for you this week, my beautiful Virgo. So this is a new endeavor. Perhaps the new endeavor is just you're believing in your worth. You're like investing in your worth, and that's your new endeavor. Or it's just an endeavor that feels like the sun, and there might be worthiness coming up around whether or not you deserve this sunshiny new endeavor, this amazing thing that's lighting you up. Like part of you might be like, well, I don't really deserve it. I don't do enough. Other people, blah, 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 whatever that like negative self-talk is that comes up if you're experiencing a new endeavor that feels like the sun, Virgo. Just remind yourself you're worthy of feeling good. It's perfect for you to feel like there's a new endeavor that's bringing sunshine into your life. You deserve that, and you're worthy of it, so claim it. All right, we have the Libras. Here we go. Love this. As soon as I choose to see the light in the dark corners, I redirect my power toward what I want. Wow, it's like choosing to see the sun, Libra. You might be in a little bit of darkness right now this week, and this affirmation is a reminder that as soon as you choose to see the light in these dark corners that you're exploring, you redirect your power towards the sun, towards what it is that you want. This is what you want this week. This is you galloping into the sun. You want happiness, you want confidence, you want joy, you want bright ideas to lead to success, you want to be optimistic. So Remember that it's your choice to see the light in the darkest corners of where you are. And as you do that, you're redirecting your power, which is the power of your focus. You're redirecting that toward what you want, which in this reading is the sun energy here. Yes, Libras, you are so freaking powerful, and you love balance, and you love this energy of, the dark. We need a lot of dark, and we need equal light. But right now, it's like you're full darkness, and you need to bring balance back into your being by seeing the light in this darkness and remembering your own power to choose the direction of your focus and to know that that's really what you want. Even if it's just balance of light and dark. You have to see the light in the dark to bring it back in and to get balance there, Libra. Okay? Love you guys. All right. Last but not least, we have the Scorpios. Scorpios, what's your affirmation? Here it is. When I'm tuned in to the energy of abundance, I become abundant. I love that. It's short, simple, sweet. It's so perfect. Yeah, it's like this new endeavor feels really abundant to you, this sunshine energy, Scorpio, and it's this affirmation is really just reminding you that when you tune into the energy of abundance, you feel abundant. So if there's a lot of lack right now, if there's money concerns, just remember that you can tune in to the energy of abundance without having a physical manifestation that matches that feeling. You can just tune into it, feel it, and that's what actually will attract more of it. And you become the abundance of what you're feeling. So a lot of times when we're talking about attracting, right, this is a super attractor deck, and we get to talk about what we are attracting in our lives, and I love it. We're attracting what we are being more than what we're thinking and feeling. It's really what are we being? Are we being abundant, or are we feeling abundance or thinking about abundance? Those are three distinct different energies, but when you're being abundant, when you're tuned into the energy of abundance and you just feel that you're becoming abundant yourself, that is when you attract more abundance in your life. It's like you have to believe it and be it before you can see it. It's like the opposite of what we think. We're like, well, when I see it, I'll believe it, right? Well, Scorpio, that is not that is a different endeavor than the one that we are focusing on this month, which is when I believe it and feel it in my being that I am abundant and know it to be true, because it's so lighting me up. I feel happy. I feel optimistic. I know it's coming, and I know it's coming because I already feel it here. There's so much that is abundant in your life. Like there's abundance of oxygen in your life, an abundance of it, right? Just thinking about that. There's an abundance of seconds in your life to start over with again, right? There's an abundance of opportunities to create something new. There is an abundance of trees in your life. Can you feel how happy you are about all the trees that are in your life? Like these are just examples that are coming to my mind. But look around your space and really say, wow, I'm abundant in books. Wow, I feel abundant. I have a lot of books. Or I'm abundant in gifts from other people. Wow, I feel abundant in love from others expressed in material form. Whatever it is for you, Scorpio, allow yourself to tune into that energy that abundance gives you, and know that you are becoming abundant as you do that. And that'll bring you the sunshine this week. Okay, so that is the reading for the full signs of the zodiac. Let's reset and jump into the final signs of the zodiac. My final signs of the zodiac are the Sagittarians, Capricorns, Aquarians, and the Pisces. So let's find out for you guys. Hold on, one card got left on the bottom here. Let me see if it's that card when I picked up the deck. Is this card the card for the final signs of the zodiac? Okay. So here you guys are. This is the energy of this new endeavor this week for you guys. Ooh. This feels similar to the Hermit card. that the first signs got. 4 of air. Make time for yourself. Meditate. Stand back and review the situation. So this is a new endeavor of meditation for you, or perhaps there is a new endeavor that is requiring you to meditate on it before you move forward. We're going to get more clarity here with the Super Attractor deck. So let's see where the Saggies are. Here you guys are. Let's see where the Cappies are. Happy birthday, Saggies! Sag season's so awesome! All seasons are awesome, but you know, as a quadruple Sag, I'm a little partial to the Sag season. So happy birthday, my Sag friends. Is the top card the Aquarius card? The bottom card's part of this reading. Okay. So Libra popped, or not Libra, why do I keep saying Libra? Libra, this message might be a double message for you because I just said your name twice, but this is also for Aquarius. Let me double check. Is this for Aquarius? Yeah, okay. And Pisces. Where are you guys at? Pisces, right there. Alrighty. And we have, for the Saggies, my super attractor power comes from how I feel, my faith in love, and the joy I put out. Wow. So, this to me is what you want to meditate on, Sagittarius. You want to meditate on how you're feeling, on your faith in love and joy, so that you can put those energies out. Recognizing, you know, I was saying in the reading for the full signs that it's more about what you're being than how you're feeling. That's attracting what it is that you want. This says how I feel is part of what I'm attracting. But my faith and love and the joy I put out are also parts of that equation. It's not just how you feel. It's also your faith and love and the joy that you're putting out in the world. So what I've been doing, and I'm going to share this with you, Saggies, is I have been feeling appreciation for things in my life, like really feeling appreciation, and then falling in love with the feeling of the appreciation itself in my meditation spaces. And this has been so freaking powerful for me. The other thing that I'm feeling called to share with you is to focus on visualizing things that make you feel joyful, whatever it is. Like if it's, you know, like just the smile on a baby's face that you really love, just meditating on that feeling, or you know, like seeing yourself do like fun and inspiring things for strangers, or seeing great change in the world. You know, because we like to see things in higher perspectives as the sign of Sag. So perhaps just like seeing like a bigger picture of like all humans on Earth being happy and having all their needs met, and being able to explore the extent of their own co-creative ability with this beautiful world that we are on. Just spending time feeling into those vibrations and visualizing them is really supportive for you this week. And having faith in love. Whew. I don't even have advice on how to do that. So that may be for me where I get to focus on even more. What does faith in love really feel like in my body? And how can I focus on it more so that I can activate my super attractor powers, so that I can bring more of what I'm looking for in the world into my experience. All right. Cappies. Happy almost Capricorn season. I have 2 signs in Capricorn, by the way, so I also enjoy the Capricorn energy. All right. Your affirmation is, instead of worrying about the future, I know all is well when I'm aligned in the moment. Wow. Okay, so yeah, this really feels to you, to me, like for you, Cappies, it's about just going into that meditative space and knowing that all is well. Because you're going into this space of the moment, of the present experience. So this is something for you to contemplate this week. When I first saw this card, I kind of misread it. So I'm actually going to share with you what I misread the first time that I read the card. But it It's this going into a meditative space and then checking in with everything that's well right now. So as you go into the meditative space, really being like, all is well right now in this moment. All is well still now. Oh, all is still well. All is still really well right now. Like remembering that when we go into meditation and we check in with this present moment, the things that are bothering us about what happened to us before we sat down to meditate, and our anxiety about what could happen when we get up and after our meditation and what we have to do and all of that, none of that is really truly present in the moment that you are meditating. And all is well in that space of taking the time to go within and to contemplate and making time for yourself to do that, Capricorn, is necessary for you this week to achieve your new endeavor of whether it's something that, maybe it's a new endeavor that's giving you stress, Capricorn, and you need to kind of go within, remember all is well, and get back to that feeling of all is well before you put more energy into this new thing. Because, right, especially when we're starting a new thing, the energy with which we start something new is basically the energy with which it's going to expand and create and attract. So we really want to go within and check ourselves and make sure that we're where we want to be and where we want this new endeavor to be before we put more energy into it. So this all is well feeling, you really want to infuse that into this new endeavor for you. And it could just be a new endeavor of going within and making time for yourself and meditating. Everybody can meditate, so don't give yourself that excuse, that out of this, oh, that's not something for me. Well, it is. The energy is coming through and letting you know that is a message that you need this week, that is supportive for you. And you'll be fine if you don't meditate. You'll just stay where you are, and that's fine. But this is about your highest good and your highest expansion and growing within yourself. And to do that, knowing all is well when you align with this present moment. What is happening right now in this moment? All of that stuff from the past is not relevant right now. All of that concern about the future is not relevant right now. Right now, all is well. Can you just allow yourself to feel that all is well feeling and get lost in it, Capricorn? To really expand yourself in that space so that you can remember what that energy feels like in your body, and then when you're adding it to your new endeavor, you can remember all is well with this. All is happening as it should be. This is aligned. This is for my highest good. I'm just going to be present right here in the moment and remember all is well. That's your advice this week, Cappies. Okay. Aquarians and apparently Libras. This is your card. When I live and act from a place of spiritual alignment, I can trust that everything is working out for me, even if I don't know when or how it will happen. So what does spiritual alignment mean to you? Perhaps meditating on that this week would be really helpful for you, because this card is about when I living and acting from that place. And if you don't know where that place is, you can't live and act from it, and then you can't get that trust that this card is talking about. So what does that mean to you? Well, you might need to meditate on what spiritual alignment is for you, or perhaps the spiritual alignment is meditation for you. When you take time for yourself to sit back and review your life, situations, to receive guidance from whatever spiritual energies you work with outside of yourself, your higher self, and all the other ones that I've mentioned before in this video, really allowing yourself to tap in with where your spiritual alignment is, what that means for you to live and act from that place. And it does feel a little bit like it's this. And this might be a new endeavor that is coming in for you. This living and acting from a place of spiritual alignment might be something that's awakening within you, that you're breathing that Gemini breath of fresh life into with this full moon in Gemini, and this new endeavor that came through with a page of air. Really, then you can trust that as you're working with this spiritual alignment and working in spiritual alignment with yourself, then everything is going to be working out regardless of whether you see physical results of it, regardless of whether you know how or when it's going to happen. So there's magic in this world when we don't know all of the answers and things come to us unexpectedly. That's like the most exciting, magical experience that we can have as humans is not knowing how or when something will happen, but trusting it'll happen and then having it happen is like so beautiful and amazing. And I personally have experienced this many times in my life and know this to be true, even though it's hard, even though it's like you want to see the physical results right away. As soon as you're in alignment, you're like, why isn't it here? Why isn't the work that I'm doing showing up in more ways? You know, like I get frustrated with that. Like for me, like I keep getting the message that a lot of money is coming into my space, and that message has been coming for a year and a half, and my financial situation feels like it hasn't changed much, even though I have felt very abundant this whole time, and I have not gone a day without anything that I need. So it's one of those things where it's like, I don't know when. It keeps saying it's coming, but apparently that can be a year and a half from this point, you know? And I don't know how. I don't know if it's, you know, I'm going to play the lottery. I don't know if it's, you know, a long lost ancestor I didn't know about coming in with a bunch of cash. Like, I don't know what it is. And that's what's exciting about it. And as I live in a place of spiritual alignment with myself, I'm doing my work, I'm meditating, I'm going within, I'm focusing on my living and acting in spiritual alignment with myself, which to me means being aware of my moment, being aware of my energy, being aware of how I feel and what I am being in that present moment, and checking to see if that's in alignment with where I want to go and what I want to bring into this world. And trying to be as honest and loving with myself about that. And when I notice that I'm not in that space, doing my practices, going within to help recalibrate myself back to that space of alignment. All right, Cappies, that's the advice that I got for you. You got it. You can do this. Not Cappies. Wow. Aquarius. I don't know why I keep saying other people's names for you. Let me see if there's another card for you, Aquarius, that wants to come through, because I just keep saying other names for you. Is there another card that wants to come through for Aquarius? No. Okay. Well, that might also be something for the Capricorns. I really just tune in and let the words come out of my mouth when I do this, so sorry, Aquarius. I love you. I love your energy, and this message is for you, but it may also be for the Capricorns and the Libras. Pisces, last but not least, here you are. The universe is always conspiring to support me, guide me, and lead me compassionately toward the highest good. I love this card. It could be one of my favorite cards in the deck. I mean, I love them all, and I try not to pick favorites, but this card is just so beautiful. Yeah, it's that trust in the universe that the Aquarius card is talking about. But it goes a little bit step further to know that you're being led compassionately towards your highest good, that you're not going to just be like dragged through the worst of it just because it's quicker and easier. You're being led compassionately towards what's your highest good. And, you know, perhaps it is this meditation space, this 4 of air energy, Pisces, that you're allowing yourself to meditate, to feel the guidance of the universe, to feel your connection with the universe, to feel the compassion of the universe for you. Really, that's maybe the new endeavor for you, Pisces, is supporting this relationship you have with the universe. Cardinals also represent the those loved ones that we've had that have passed. So for me, like, if there's a loved one that you have that is past, Pisces, and you want to communicate with that person and just feel connected with them and feel guided by them, you can go into this meditative space and reach out for that connection. Again, just setting the intention that you're being compassionately led towards your highest good, and knowing that that intention is powerful and will allow you to have that experience. Let me see, Pisces, if there's anything else coming through for me in relationship to these 2 cards. Yeah, whatever new endeavor comes through this week, Pisces, knowing that it's aligned with your highest good, and meditating, reviewing the situation, and doing your inner work, your inner contemplation this week is going to help you see this new endeavor through the eyes of love and compassion, and feeling how the support of the universe is behind you in this new endeavor, feeling how the things you've been asking for are answered in this new endeavor, and really meditating on that, reviewing the situation, and feeling and seeing and experiencing the support of the universe through that reflection. Wow! Alrighty, that is the reading for the final signs of the zodiac. That is the entire reading for the full moon in Gemini, except Pisces, your card fell down, so it didn't fall all the way down. I think it just wants to be left up here as I close for anyone who wants to see it. Okay. So thank you guys so much for joining me. Please feel free to share this with anyone that you feel it might support. I appreciate you so much. Your feedback is always supportive and appreciated. And if you are called to join me in the solar readings, please join me there. I have so much fun doing them, and I really feel that they are supportive, and they're kind of interesting because you get to learn more about your energy and how the astrological signs really influence the energy of you and from the point of when you were born. So it's kind of a cool way to learn about yourself and to work with guidance at the same time. I'm going to release the elements here. You can thank the energies you brought in to be in the space with you and release them, and we will close up here. I release water, giving thanks to the direction of the west and the water for being here. Giving thanks to earth and the direction of the north for being here. I release you. Giving thanks to air and the direction of the east for being here. You are released. And giving thanks to fire and the direction of the south for being here. You are released. As always, Namaste. The universal light within me salutes and honors the universal light within you. Namaste.